Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Let's check out the first turn. Well, this was the first turn, but nothing happened. So let's see what happens in February. Okay, we got a fleet action. That's pretty cool. We got all my big battleships and battlecruisers. Well, not all of them. I got 3 of the battlecruisers, 2 of the battleships. The enemy has 3 battleships, 3 battlecruisers. And we got some heavy cruisers and destroyers. The enemy has only 3 heavy cruisers, a bunch of lights, and some destroyers. So let's see what happens. This should be a long one. Yeah, alright. So the enemy has 1 more battleship, but I have more destroyers. So let's see, which light cruiser is this? That's the that's my experimental light cruiser class. It's not in the division, that's nice. Is this one's... Why are they in a division together? Let's turn torpedoes off for now. And have these guys load HE. Because I don't think they're going to be penning anything. Anything useful. Battleship Squadron, want you to go down to 20 knots. Just keep steaming ahead. Battlecruiser Squadron, also down to 20 knots. Just keep firing. First Heavy Cruiser Squadron. Did I have more? Yeah, there we have another heavy cruiser squadron. I do not want them to outpace my battleships. Torpedoes off, so we don't have any accidents. 20 knots. These guys also torpedoes off. Let's get them to join the formation. Let's see. Haven't identified any of their ships yet, but we can see that this here is battleship or battlecruiser. That looks like a battleship. So that's a secondary turret on top of a big barbette. And looks like it has... Yeah, I'm not sure what size of guns those are. We're gonna find out soon enough. Those are the 3 battleships. These must be the battle cruisers. Only 6 main guns. I'm not sure what the caliber is. While the enemy battleships have like 1 more turret than mine do, in total, they are wing turrets, so they can't get all of them on target. Let's focus the light cruisers for now. And already we have ships doing weird dance moves. Because they are on like... Okay, gotta fix this here. Gotta detach. Detach. And detach. And I want them sailing in a straight line. Of course, that's easier said than done. So what do we have here? Some more cruisers. This squadron you can now slow also down to 20 knots. And what are you guys doing now? Okay, the detachment thing is just seriously not working out as it should. Because none of these ships are going where I want them to go. So that's 4, 5. Are you in a division with someone? Yes, you are. Okay, that's causing problems. Evidently. Okay, we already have incoming torpedoes. But my ships have been pulling all sorts of weird maneuvers. So I wouldn't worry too much about... Okay, these torpedoes narrowly missed. Let's target the Minerva. Target the Fearless. See, these DDs are ready to do something. Can pull you back. You have launched your torpedoes. You have not launched your torpedoes yet for some reason. Okay, launch at the Fearless. Okay, let's put you to aggressive then. Are you in a division? Yes, you are. And you are also in the division. Let's stop being in a division. Let's target destroyers if possible. We can finish off the Newfoundland. Let's slow you down a little bit. Okay, V6 has launched. V17 has launched. V11 has not yet launched. I think those were perhaps my own torpedoes. And it's this darned collision avoidance messing up my formation again. The destroyers that are reloading can focus on enemy destroyers. Okay, I sunk one battleship already. Okay, you can smoke up. You can smoke up. Oh, you turned this way, so you are not in the way of V11. The battleship Kaiserin has eaten a torpedo. There are torpedoes on the way against the Hindenburg. Let's target the Pathfinder with the Württemberg and Kronprinz. Okay, the Hindenburg actually avoids the torpedoes. Okay, V11, you have engine trouble. Let's just get these torpedoes in the water. And heck off. Can I get torpedoes in the water against the ocean? Yes, from the V5. Okay, battle cruisers, speed up to full. Battleships, start targeting enemy battleships. Now, let's take a look at what the enemy battleships and battlecruisers are actually made out of. 12-inch guns, smaller than mine. A few bulkheads, 20 knot speed, so slower than mine. And they have multiple expansion steam engines. Okay, that's why they are heavy. Coal-fired, Krupp 2 armor, anti-flood 2, anti-torp 2. Now where did the battle cruisers go? Did the enemy battle cruisers retreat? Gonna have the Medusa try and intercept some of these guys. My torps missed the ocean. The battleship ocean, that is. She's taking some heavy fire from my battleships. What kind of chance to hit do I have from 4%? 5%? That's versus the Magnificent. Okay, battle cruisers. Target Magnificent. It's wounded. I want it dead. It's, yeah, lots of minuses. Are you following someone? Yes, you are. Don't do that. The V5 is more or less intact. the V10 limited speed. Okay, the enemy battle cruisers are way in the distance somewhere, out of sight. Now then, I want the V5 if possible. Torpedoes off. Okay, here's an enemy light cruiser. That's the Canterbury. And we're actually scoring some pretty good hits against the Magnificent. TDV5, I thought I turned your torpedoes off. Damn it, that's one wasted torpedo run. Turning circle. All the turning circle. Okay, battle cruiser, Defiance, spotted. They've got 13-inch guns, maximum bulkheads. They're fast, not that much armor. Crop 2 armor, anti-flood 2, single hull bottom. I want to get closer to here and try to launch some torps at the battleships. This DD has all of its stuff damaged, but it can use the guns versus the Canterbury. Heavy cruisers focus the Minerva. Battle cruisers slow down to 18 knots. Kaiserin is only doing 18. Well, that's a battleship. That's the last battle cruiser. Canterbury ate all the torps. So far, Medusa light cruiser, not too bad. Okay, we got a destroyer here too. They snuck up on me. The DD Derwent. Sinks. Next up, it's the Mayfly. I've got a triple launcher ready to go on the V5. That's the that's not the bow launcher. While turning away, dump torps versus the Magnificent. Come on, dump those torps. There we go. Torpedoes in the water. Get out. Any of them gonna hit? Yes. V10 sank. I think the V5 is gonna sink too. Got 3%, 2.5%. Really not too shabby accuracy, considering the range. Battle cruisers, start focusing the heavy cruisers. The Blake first. You two keep shelling the Magnificent. Blake should start hurting right about now. V5 is taking lots of aggro. Bulkheads many on the enemy heavy cruisers. 8-inch guns, 5-inch guns. Lots of 5-inch guns. Speed all my cruisers up to full. Up to flank speed, I mean. Let's start taking on some of those heavy cruisers. Okay, here we have the battle cruisers. Battleships and battle cruisers target enemy battle cruiser. Heavy cruisers target heavy cruiser. Okay, I've already launched my bow torpedo launcher. Let's get the stern launchers away. There we go. Do you have enough of a turning circle defense No, because you overturned. Audacious. It's just turning away. Let's have some aggressive torpedo action from my cruisers here. Got torpedoes in the water. Freya, Rune, get in here. Defiance went down. What's the cost of one of these battle cruisers? 21 million. Let's pause a little bit. And have a slight course correction on my heavies. Actually, I want you to, one of you at least, finish off the Magnificent with torps or whatever. Their heavy cruisers do not have torpedoes. Prince Heinrich, get back in here. Thor, you are slow. Freya, I'm pretty sure you have a starboard launcher ready against the Amphitrite. You did? Okay, battleships, you do not want to focus the enemy battleship because it's gonna get torped and sunk. I want all guns on the Audacious. Mecklenburg, you already have launched a torp at the Magnificent. Bavaria, do you have a bow launcher? You did have a bow launcher. Freya, do you have a bow launcher? I think the Magnificent is going down. Yes. One more battleship sunk. The DD foil. Where is my... Where did I send my light cruiser? I completely forgot. CL Medusa. Okay. Yeah. I forgot to change your course, so you just continued back home to Germany. Or wherever you were heading. Torpedo away from the Freya. I think. Maybe not. Did not mean to ram myself on the battlecruiser. I just wanted to launch a torpedo. The Audacious is now in a pretty poor state. Battleships, start targeting the heavy cruisers. I wish there was a way to see which of my torpedoes are ready and which are reloading. because that's pretty relevant in a situation like this. Prince Heinrich is completely out of torps. Can just go guns versus the heavy cruisers. Bavaria is out of torps. Wow, okay, that's an impressive turn from a ship that supposedly has a 550-meter turning circle. Okay, that was the last torp away from the Mecklenburg. I hope it hits. It did not hit. Okay, you know what? You can just focus the battle cruiser. Rune, you've ended up all the way over here. Yet another forgotten ship. Bavaria, you are out of the fight. Heavy cruiser Thor, you have all your torps because I forgot to turn them on. The Bavaria is going down. Torpedo hit, finally. On the Audacious. Here comes Rune. Ready to solo the battlecruiser Lord Warden. Prince Heinrich, just focus the terrible. Freya, you can also focus the terrible. V11. You can retreat. V15, if you can get in here. We're back up to 21 knot top speed. Lord Warden, that's your target rune. Dodge this. Come on, don't fucking ram. Well, I guess that works too. Come on, get your torps firing. Okay, stern torp versus the audacious. One more torped versus the, yeah. Just turn this way. Okay, there's the battleship Ocean. V11 somehow still alive. V15 somehow also still alive. Can you guys target the Ocean? 29 kilometers away. I think that's outside of my maximum range. Yeah, 19 kilometer is my max range. You can switch fire to audacious. That's a mere 16 kilometers. But also you can start turning to starboard. Range 19.4 on you guys as well. Keep focusing the terrible. I'm gonna turn you all down to 10 knots. Seal Medusa, have you spent all your torps? On what? On that guy, I guess. Or was that someone else? Yeah, that was the Thor doing donuts. Thor is now out of ammo. Freya is out of ammo. More torpedo hits on Lord Warden. Light cruiser Liverpool. Has come to intercept my desperate destroyer assault. Rune sinking. Okay, the battleship and the light cruiser, they are getting away. Let's go for a torpedo attack on the heavy cruiser. Okay, the V11 is now out of torps. I wonder what she launched against. Oh, the light cruiser. But they all missed. Retreat. Now where are you going? I know you're out of torps. You can at least try raining some HE shells. Let's switch to the Lord Warden. It's at a better angle. You guys also target the Lord Warden. The Prince Heinrich is all out of ammo on her main battery. The DDV-15 just launched against the heavy cruiser Terrible. The heavy cruiser Mecklenburg is doing something. The Kaiserin and Deutschland are out of ammo. Retreat. My heavy cruiser, my battle cruisers are also almost out of ammo. Those ships have basically been like firing non-stop the entire match, so it's not too surprising to see them having run out of ammo. I want to come alongside her like this and then dump my triple launcher as I pass. Also out of 9-inch ammo. There we go, torps in the water. All of them missed. Should be reloaded in a couple of minutes. The front launcher, that is. It's got a 10-minute reload. Looks like there's about a minute and a half left on that timer. So we can start making the approach now. Battle cruisers are also out of ammo. That means you can retreat. You can retreat. You can't move, but you can retreat. Front launchers are away. You can retreat. Finally a torpedo hit on the Terrible. Do I retreat or do I wait for that triple launcher to get back into action? So the battle cruisers, 2 of them at least got away, but very heavily damaged. My heavy cruiser and destroyer forces took a beating. Here's the battleship again, the Ocean. But the thing is, I don't have anything left to deal with her, because my own battleships are out of ammo. And everything else is out of torpedoes. My secondaries have lots of ammo. I'm just gonna sink what I can and end the battle whenever I get the option to do so. DDV-15. Almost has the torpedoes back. At least on one of the launchers. That's the middle launcher. Lord Warden and Audacious still have a lot of ammo. We're targeting the poor Freya. Now this is ideally when I should have an intact destroyer squadron left. But again, maybe throwing my destroyers into the mix early on is what let me get into such a good situation at this point. Because all of my heavy ships are intact, they're just out of ammo. So they just need to return to port and rearm. While I sunk 2 of the enemy battleships, 1 of the battlecruisers, and severely bloodied the last 2 battlecruisers. Let's get some HE pens on the side. If only I had carried an extra torpedo reload on the Medusa. Okay, we get more forces coming in here now. So we just need to sink this heavy cruiser so we can disengage. Mecklenburg is of course also out of torps. Don't want to launch just yet. Because the angle is not great. Yeah, the Prince Heinrich is gonna go down. Nothing she can do. Poor V11. They just can't get away, and neither can the Freya. Okay, let's turn a little bit before I sink. Okay, let's get those torpedoes off. There we go, torpedoes are in the water. Did hit an already flooded compartment though. Yeah, V15 is sinking. Let's retreat with what we can. Too slow to react here. So the Mecklenburg is gonna eat no more torpedoes than that. Again, decently armored light cruisers from the enemy. 3 inches. Like all over. I wonder if the game is gonna treat this as a victory or whatever. Well, the Terrible survives to fight another day. Yeah, it's a victory. See, we lost a lot of destroyers. Lost 3 heavy cruisers, Prinz Heinrich, Bavaria and Rune, and the remaining 3 are heavily damaged. My battleship and battlecruisers are in good shape. We sunk the Magnificent, the Irresistible, and the Defense. And we heavily damaged the last 2 battlecruisers. Sunk 2 heavy cruisers, damaged a third. Sunk 4 light cruisers. And 3 destroyers, with 1 heavily damaged. That's not bad. So I was the one who lost 8, yes. Good. That was the first action of my fleet. And the enemy is down by 2 battleships and 3 battlecruisers. Finances. Yeah. Got a lot of repairing to do here. Very light repairs on my battleships and battlecruisers. 5-month repair on the Freya. It's actually not too bad. My light cruiser, singular, worked well. Let's move some ships around to stabilize my finances. Ship design, how many destroyers am I left with? 15. That's not too bad. I need a couple more of these heavy cruisers. They seem to still be effective, albeit an antiquated design. Move you guys to Pilau. And the Königsberg class light cruiser, not a bad ship. I want one more. And then I can just reduce my tech budget a little bit, because tech is, for some reason, really expensive. What kind of crew do I have on my ships now? Cadets. So I'm assuming the gunnery will improve on my battleships and battlecruisers when the crew level up to like something other than cadets. It should happen soon because I've got the crew thing set to maximum. Right, that was the second episode of the 1910 campaign, and finally some action, and what an action it was. I will see you next time. Goodbye and take care.